Rejection isn't the end. It's the test that reveals who you are. They looked at you, smiled, and turned their back without a word. No closure, no explanation, just silence. You check your phone. You reread old messages. You wonder if you said the wrong thing. You look in the mirror and ask the question that quietly eats away at your confidence: am I not good enough? And here's the truth most people won't tell you. The moment you start asking that question, you're not just reacting to rejection, you're letting it define you. But what if I told you rejection is not a sign of your failure, it's the gateway to your power? The world may tell you to chase validation, to win them back, to prove your worth. But Stoicism teaches something radically different. Let them go. Let them misunderstand you. Let them turn away. Your worth is not negotiable, and it never depended on their approval in the first place. You're listening to The Silent Thinker, where we don't sugarcoat pain or chase empty comfort. Here, we sit with the discomfort. We learn from it, and we walk out of it wiser, calmer, and unshakable. This video isn't about revenge. It's not about getting them back or winning some ego game. It's about something much deeper, much quieter, but far more powerful. Becoming the kind of person who no longer needs to be chosen to know they are enough. We're going to walk through 13 Stoic lessons, not theories, not spiritual fluff, but hard-earned, time-tested insights from ancient philosophy and modern experience. Lessons that will reframe rejection not as a punishment, but as purification. You're going to learn why silence is often louder than words, why walking away isn't weakness, but wisdom, and why the most powerful response to being ignored is thriving so fully that their absence becomes irrelevant. Here's a preview in Lesson 4. You'll discover why success isn't revenge, it's transcendence. In Lesson 10, you'll learn why silence will always say more than explanation ever could. And by the end, you'll understand that the pain of being rejected was never the real problem. It was your belief that you needed their acceptance to be whole. I won't ask you to forget what happened. Stoicism never asks us to pretend, but I will challenge you to stop letting someone else's decision define your direction. You are not a side character in someone else's story. You are the author of your own narrative, and no rejection, no silence, no seen but not replied gets to steal your pen. So, if you've ever sat in that space quiet, hurt, confused, wondering what you did wrong, then stay. Not because you need answers from them, but because it's time you gave answers to yourself. This isn't a message for those who want to beg their way back into someone's life. It's for those who are ready to walk away without bitterness and walk forward with purpose. If that's you, hit the subscribe button, not just for the content, but for the reminder that you're not alone in this work. This is The Silent Thinker, and here, we don't just survive rejection, we alchemize it. Let's begin. Part 1. Don't chase the one who turned away. When someone turns their back on you, walks out, ghosts you, ignores your message, your first instinct is often to chase. You want closure. You want to be seen. You want to matter again. But chasing someone who chose to walk away is the fastest way to walk away from yourself. Let's call it what it is. Every step toward someone who rejected you is a step away from your own dignity. We live in a culture that romanticizes pursuit. Don't give up. Keep trying. If you love them, fight for them. But real love, especially self-love, sometimes looks like walking away quietly, with your head held high. The Stoics understood this. They taught us not to chase what doesn't belong to us, especially when it costs us our peace. Because here's what happens when you chase. You begin negotiating your worth. You start shrinking your self-respect just to fit into a place where you're not wanted. You mistake persistence for purpose, but persistence without self-awareness is just desperation in disguise. Let me give you an image. Imagine standing outside a locked door, knocking endlessly. You know no one's answering. You know the lights are off. But you keep knocking anyway because you're afraid of what it means to walk away. That's not strength. That's fear dressed as loyalty. And the worst part, the longer you chase, the less you respect yourself. You replay the conversations. You wonder what you could have done differently. You rewrite history in your mind just to believe that maybe, somehow, you still have a chance. But here's the truth you need to face kindly. But clearly, they made a decision. Now it's your turn. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing you're still stuck. Don't keep the door cracked open just in case. Close it, not with bitterness, but with peace. Because the one who chases is always the one who loses power, and the one who turns away rarely looks back unless they feel the absence. But by then, you won't even be waiting anymore. The Stoics didn't teach us to pretend we don't feel pain. They taught us to choose our pain with wisdom. Would you rather feel the pain of letting go now or the pain of clinging to someone who will never choose you again? Choose the former. It's cleaner, quicker, it heals. And here's something most people never realize. The one who walks away expects you to chase. It feeds their ego. It confirms their control. But when you don't, when you remain calm, silent, grounded, they're the one who starts to wonder, did I underestimate them? Why aren't they reacting? Did I lose something real? Let them wonder. And you stop wondering. You start redirecting. Take that energy and invest it back into yourself. Read more, move more, sleep better, speak less. You don't need to prove your worth to them. Prove it to yourself by not chasing what has already let you go. Part 2. Don't react with weak emotions. Rejection hurts. That's undeniable. You feel the sting, the ego bruise, the silence that follows, and inside, something rises, a need to respond, to ask why, to explain yourself, to say, you didn't have to do it like that. But here's where most people make the fatal mistake. They react emotionally. They send a long text at one a moment. They write out everything they couldn't say in person. They vent, they cry, and hit send. It feels good for a moment, like a release. But what comes after shame? Regret. A deeper kind of silence. The Stoics warned us about this. They taught that while we can't control what others do, we can and must control how we respond. Because the moment you react emotionally, you hand them your power. Think about it. They ignore you. You lash out. They ghost you. You beg for answers. They move on. You spiral. And in that spiral, you send a message not just to them, but to yourself. My peace depends on how they treat me. But Stoic peace doesn't work that way. Stoic peace says, you hurt me. I felt it. And now I rise without reacting. This is not coldness. This is discipline. This is a refusal to let someone else's emotional chaos become your own. Imagine this. Someone throws fire at you, their anger, their silence, their disregard. You have two options. Throw fire back, burn with them, lose yourself. Step back, let it burn out, stay intact. The second choice isn't easy, but it's power, real power. I've made both choices in my life. Once, I sent a message angry, poetic, desperate to someone who had clearly moved on. It felt brave, honest, raw, and they never replied. It crushed me, not because of their silence, but because I realized I had handed them the last shred of control. That was the last time I let pain write my words. Now, when rejection comes, I breathe, I pause, I let the wave rise and pass, and in that space of stillness, I ask, what version of me do I want to meet tomorrow? Because reacting in anger or pain feels good now, but costs you later. So here's the Stoic practice pause before you respond. Not for their sake, for yours. If it still matters tomorrow, speak calmly. If it doesn't, you'll be glad you stayed silent. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you don't have to turn this into something it doesn't have to upset you. Rejection is not a call to fight. It's an invitation to elevate. And those who master their response master their lives. So next time you feel the pull to react, wait, walk, write, meditate, but don't hand them the satisfaction of knowing they shook you. Your silence isn't defeat, it's restraint. And restraint is strength, real strength. Part 3. Stop letting them live in your head. They're gone. Maybe they walked away with a final message. Maybe they just disappeared without a word. Either way, they're no longer in your life, but somehow they're still in your mind. Every quiet moment becomes a memory. You replay old conversations, dissect what you said, wonder if you smiled too much or too little. You scroll through their photos. You overanalyze their silence. You hold imaginary arguments in the shower. You win. But when the water stops running, they're still in your head and you're still stuck. This is what the Stoics would call mental slavery. Because the moment someone lives inside your mind without permission, you've handed them power they don't even know they have. And worse, they're not paying rent. They're costing you energy, peace, and the present. Let's call this for what it is. They've moved on. You haven't, not physically, but mentally. And as long as they live in your thoughts, they still control the most valuable real estate you own, your inner world. Here's what the Stoics taught. You can't always control who enters your life, but you can absolutely decide who stays in your mind. The first step, interrupt the loop. Every time you feel their memory creeping in, stop. Don't entertain it. Don't indulge it. Don't romanticize the story of what could have been, because every what if is a brick in a wall that keeps you from moving forward. Instead, ask yourself, what does this thought do for me? Does it serve you? Does it move you toward the person you want to become? Or is it just another way of clinging to something that no longer exists? Because let's be honest, thinking about them doesn't bring them back. It only holds you back. Let me offer you a simple truth. They aren't thinking about you, not in the way you're thinking about them. And that hurts until you realize that it frees you. You don't owe loyalty to the memory of someone who didn't choose to stay. You owe loyalty to your future self, the version of you who is waiting on the other side of this mental loop. So, what do? You replace the obsession with intention. You stop giving them airtime. You focus on what is, not what was. Start small. When their name comes up in your thoughts, breathe, then redirect. Go for a walk. Do something with your hands. Call someone who still shows up. It will feel unnatural at first. That's normal. You've trained your mind to cling to their memory. Now, you train it to come home to yourself. The Stoics weren't emotionless. They simply refused to let emotion dictate their direction. And so should you. Here's the truth. They may have exited quietly, but you get to decide whether they stay in your mind as a ghost or fade into irrelevance. It won't happen overnight, but every time you interrupt the thought, you reclaim a piece of yourself. And one day, without even noticing, you'll realize they haven't crossed your mind all day. Not because you tried to forget, but because you finally remembered who you are without them. That's not forgetting, that's freedom. Part 4. Prove your value by living well. You want to respond to rejection? Don't argue, don't explain, don't beg. Live, because nothing speaks louder than the quiet strength of a life rebuilt not to prove a point, but because you refuse to stay broken. When someone rejects you, especially someone you cared for, there's a voice inside that says, I need them to see what they lost. It whispers in your actions. It drives your thoughts. You start imagining scenarios where they regret, where they reach out, where they finally realize your worth. But here's the truth. If you're still trying to prove something to them, you're still handing them power. The Stoics taught us that virtue, not validation, is the foundation of worth. You don't become valuable because someone recognizes you. You become valuable because you live with intention, discipline, and purpose, regardless of who's watching. So don't try to convince them. Convince yourself that you were always more than they saw, that you are still growing into more than they can imagine. And how do you do that? You live well. That doesn't mean luxury or flaunting success. It means aligning your daily life with who you say you want to become. Start small. Clean your space. Take care of your body. Read more than you scroll. Build something, even if no one sees it yet. Keep promises to yourself, especially the ones that seem insignificant, because self-respect doesn't arrive through grand gestures. It arrives quietly in the choices no one else notices. When you stop focusing on how they see you and start focusing on how you see you, everything shifts. You stop performing. You stop chasing. You stop rehearsing conversations that never come. And in their place, you start doing. You make progress. You feel stronger. You move with clarity. And that version of you, the one who isn't desperate to be understood, becomes powerful without needing attention. Here's the paradox. The more you try to prove your worth to someone who left, the less valuable you feel. But the more you build your worth quietly, patiently, intentionally, the less their opinion matters. One day, they might look back and realize who they walked away from. But by then, you'll be long gone, not in distance and elevation. Because you didn't live to impress, you lived to evolve. And that kind of transformation, it's irreversible. So let this be your response to anyone who ever doubted you. A calm life, a clear mind, and a soul that no longer needs to be seen to know its worth. Part 5. Cut off contact to protect your self-respect. Let's be honest. Most people don't cut contact to heal. They keep the door slightly open, just in case. Just in case the person comes back. Just in case there's a moment of weakness. Just in case the story isn't really over. But here's what you need to understand. Every time you check their page, reply to their message, or stay friends to look mature, you pay for it with your peace. And peace is too expensive to trade for someone who's already chosen to leave. The Stoics believed in clarity, in simplicity, in clean cuts when something no longer serves your higher path. They didn't cling to what had expired. They didn't keep emotional doors open for the sake of false hope. They closed them quietly, completely, because anything less than full detachment is still a form of emotional dependence. If you've been left, rejected, ghosted, or slowly phased out, this is your moment. Don't stay connected out of habit. Don't respond to breadcrumbs. Don't play the long game hoping they change their mind. Cut contact, not because you hate them, not because you want to punish them, but because you finally understand you can't heal in a room that keeps reopening the wound. It's not about deleting them to hurt them. It's about deleting access to protect yourself. When someone has shown you who they are, when they've chosen to walk away, the most respectful thing you can do is honor that decision and exit completely. Block if you must, mute if you prefer peace over drama, but whatever you do, don't stay available. Because here's the trap. The longer you stay available, the more you become an option, not a person. And you're not an option. You're not a placeholder. You're not the maybe later. You're someone who deserves to be chosen fully, not kept around for convenience. So, if you're still checking their profile, still wondering if they'll come back, still leaving the window open while pretending the door is closed, you're not moving on. You're stalling. And stalling is just a prettier word for staying stuck. The Stoic approach is not emotional shutdown. It's emotional sovereignty. You don't let the memory of someone else dictate your behavior today. You take your attention back. You take your focus back. You rebuild your space without the echo of their presence lingering in your every decision. Let me offer you this thought. What if they never come back? Could you still live well? Could you still find joy? Could you still walk with pride, knowing that you chose yourself when they didn't? If the answer is yes, then start today. Stop rereading old conversations. Stop sending check-in messages. Stop giving them the emotional power to interrupt your progress. You don't need to hate them. You just need to outgrow them. And part of outgrowing is out-silencing. The less they hear from you, the faster they feel your absence. But again, that's not the point. The point is you feel your own presence more. Because healing doesn't begin when they leave. It begins when you finally stop following them out the door. Part 6, let your progress be the response. There's something inside you that wants them to see how much better you're doing, to see how wrong they were, to see the version of you they walked away from now stronger, sharper, untouchable. It's tempting to make your progress a message, but if you're still doing it for them, you haven't really moved on. Here's the Stoic truth. The best response is progress, but only when it's done for yourself. Rebuilding your life just to prove a point still puts them at the center of your story. That's not strength. That's performance. Real strength happens when your growth becomes personal, not theatrical. Quiet, not loud. Steady, not reactive. You want to answer their silence. Build a life so meaningful that their presence becomes irrelevant. Not out of pride, out of purpose. Here's the paradox. The more you try to show them what they lost, the more you delay becoming who you're meant to be, because they're still the audience you're performing for. Let them go, and then start becoming. Set a goal, something that has nothing to do with them, something that challenges you, excites you, even scares you a little. A new discipline, a new level of health, a new way of thinking, living, working, moving. Then pursue it with quiet consistency, not to prove, to become. When someone doubts your value, your mind immediately seeks validation. But validation is fragile. It fades when they don't notice. Or worse, when they don't care. So stop chasing validation. Start building undeniability. Become so whole, so grounded, so deeply aligned with yourself that no one's opinion can move you anymore. That's real progress. You don't need to post about it. You don't need to craft captions they'll see. You don't need to hope they hear through mutual friends how great you're doing. You just need to do the work, the real work, the daily, invisible, self-directed kind. Because one day, maybe they'll look back, maybe they'll scroll, maybe they'll wonder. But by then, you won't even be looking in their direction anymore. They'll be staring at a version of you that no longer needs their recognition. And that version, the one who built a new life without them, is more powerful than any revenge could ever be. Let your progress speak in silence. Let your peace announce itself in how you carry yourself. Let your calm be louder than their absence. They left, you stayed, and you chose to build, not to hurt them, but to heal yourself. That's not noise, that's power. So from this moment on, stop trying to be seen. Start becoming someone so real. You don't care who sees or doesn't. That is your response. And it's the only one that ever mattered. Part 7. Live joyfully, as if you were never hurt. You were hurt. You were left. Maybe even betrayed. That happened. You can't deny it. But here's the question that matters now. Will you keep living in that wound, or will you let joy become your rebellion? Pain expects you to fold. Disappointment expects you to retreat. Silence expects you to break. But when you choose to wake up and smile genuinely, without bitterness, you do something that no rejection ever anticipated. You move on without apology. And in a world that profits off your heartbreak, your confusion, your endless scrolling through old memories, joy becomes a radical act of freedom. Not fake joy, not the kind you post online to prove you're fine, but real, quiet, inner joy, the kind that says, I don't need to be loved by someone else to enjoy the life I'm still blessed to live. The Stoics didn't teach us to ignore our wounds. They taught us not to worship them, not to let pain become personality, not to wear sadness like identity. So, if today you find yourself feeling stuck in grief, in memories, in what could have been, here's what I want to say. You are still allowed to laugh. You are still allowed to be light. You are still allowed to enjoy this moment, even if the past didn't end the way you hoped. There's no rule that says your future must carry the shape of your pain. In fact, the deeper the hurt, the more space joy has to grow if you allow it. Let me ask you, when was the last time you did something just for you? When was the last time you allowed yourself a full breath without guilt? When was the last time you remembered that this day right now is not about them? Because here's what happens when you live joyfully. You heal faster. You think clearer. You stop seeking closure from people who were never meant to finish your story. Joy breaks the cycle. It returns power to your hands. It reminds you that your capacity for life didn't leave with them, that your best memories may still be ahead. You want to know what really unsettles the people who once walked away. It's not your success, it's not your silence, it's your genuine joy, the kind that's not aimed at anyone, it just is. Because that kind of peace can't be faked, and it can't be ignored. So take yourself to dinner, plan a trip, even if it's just a quiet day alone. Learn to laugh again, not because you're over it, but because you deserve to feel alive again. Let the sunlight touch your skin like it used to. Let your body move without shame. Let your spirit rise, even if they never say sorry. Because joy isn't a reward for being healed. It's a part of healing itself. And maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up one morning, look at your life, and realize they were never the source of your happiness. You were. Part 8. Build your social value. Quietly. We rarely admit it out loud, but in the real world, how others perceive you matters. Not because you need their approval, but because influence, respect, and attraction all respond to one quiet signal. Value, not loud value, not fake confidence, but earned value, real substance. And the Stoics knew this. They didn't try to impress. They became men of weight, men whose words carried depth, whose actions built trust, and whose presence didn't beg to be noticed. That's your path now. After rejection, many people collapse inward. They isolate, hide, dim their light. But the Stoic path is different. You rise, you refine, you rebuild who you are in the eyes of the world, not for revenge, but for alignment. Let's be clear. Social value isn't about popularity. It's not about followers, likes, or surface-level attention. It's about how you carry yourself when no one is clapping. It's about the rooms you enter, the company you keep, and the calm confidence that doesn't need to prove anything. So how do you build it? Start with your environment. Who are you around? Are you in rooms where people challenge and sharpen you? Are you surrounded by growth or comfort? By people with vision or people who stay stuck? You cannot rise in circles that reward mediocrity. Next, elevate your habits. Show up early, speak less, deliver more, master something, one thing, until it's undeniable. Read what others avoid. Practice what others preach, but never live. The world notices consistency more than charisma. Over time, you will become known not because you talk loudly, but because you show up quietly and deliver. Then, strengthen your presence. True presence is not about dominating a room, it's about anchoring it. It's about walking in calm, listening deeply, speaking with clarity, and never oversharing. A man of value doesn't chase attention. He attracts it by who he is, not by who he's trying to be. And over time, something shifts. People seek your opinion. They feel more steady around you. And the ones who once rejected you notice. But by then, you're not doing it for them, because your value is no longer dependent on their awareness. You're not trying to be seen. You're simply living so well with such truth that you can't be ignored. And that's the paradox. The moment you no longer care who sees you is when you start becoming someone worth seeing. So build your social value quietly, steadily, not to impress, but to embody. Because the world may not notice right away, but you will. You'll feel it in the way you carry yourself, in the way you respond instead of react, and in the way your silence now holds more weight than your words ever did. That's the kind of value no rejection can touch. Part 9. Act like they don't exist. You don't need to hate them. You don't need to talk about them. You don't need to check in on their life to see if they're happier without you. You simply act like they don't exist. Not to be cruel, not to play games, but because at some point you choose peace over presence. The Stoics taught us that detachment isn't apathy, it's clarity. It's when you stop investing energy into people who have shown they no longer belong in your story. When someone rejects you or leaves you behind, they expect something. They expect a reaction. They expect a message. They expect you to care, even if you pretend you don't. So, what happens when you give them none of that? No words, no attention, no presence. You don't follow their moves. You don't watch their stories. You don't bring them up. You simply live as if they never entered your world. That absence, your silence, speaks louder than any response ever could. It shows them, and more importantly, shows you, that your well-being isn't attached to their memory. It shows that your center doesn't shift based on someone else's departure. Let me be clear. You don't erase people to spite them. You remove them mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because you're done giving unearned access to your attention. Because what you focus on, you feed, and they no longer deserve your focus. Think about how much energy is wasted on someone who isn't even thinking of you. Every imaginary conversation, every time you wonder what they're doing, every time you feel tempted to check on them just once, all of that is life force being poured into a void. And the Stoic response to that? Withdraw, completely, gracefully, not with bitterness, but with indifference. Because when someone leaves your life, you owe them nothing more, no closure, no final word, no emotional real estate. You owe yourself the clean break that creates space for something better. So next time you see them online or in person, don't react, don't force a smile, don't shift your energy. Just move as if they're background noise, because that's all they are now. Let them feel the distance. Let them feel the absence. But most of all, let yourself feel what it's like to finally stop carrying them, because they were heavy, not just in memory, but in mental weight. And the moment you act like they no longer exist is the moment you begin to exist more fully for yourself. That's not arrogance. That's self-respect. the kind that doesn't need to speak because its silence is already enough. Part 10. Let silence speak for you. Not every story needs a final word. Not every ending deserves a response. And not every wound must be explained to the one who caused it. Sometimes silence is the answer. Not the silence of avoidance, not the silence of passive aggression, but the silence of someone who has chosen peace over proof. You don't need to send one last message. You don't need to type out what they did to you, how much it hurt, or how deeply you hoped things would be different. They know, maybe not fully, but enough. And more importantly, you know, that's all that matters now. The Stoics spoke often about restraint. To them, it wasn't weakness, it was wisdom, because what you don't say often says the most. When someone expects a reaction, expects drama, closure, an emotional outburst, and instead receives nothing, they're forced to sit with the weight of their own choices. Your silence becomes a mirror, a space they can't control, a reflection of your growth. And that silence, it does what no argument ever could. It creates distance, not just physical, but energetic. It communicates without noise. It protects without conflict. It ends the story, even if they don't understand the ending. Here's the truth. You don't owe anyone a performance just because they expect it. You don't owe them the sound of your sadness. You don't owe them the version of you that still needs answers. You don't owe them anything once they've shown you they didn't care enough to stay. So instead of chasing closure, you become it. You choose to stay silent, not out of pride, but out of principle. Because sometimes the most dignified thing you can do is say nothing. Nothing to justify, nothing to defend, nothing to fight over. You simply remove yourself from the dynamic, from the memory, from the noise. And that silence, it's not the absence of emotion, it's the presence of discipline. The discipline to let your healing speak louder than your hurt. The discipline to walk away with calm, even when chaos would feel easier. The discipline to leave them wondering while you no longer wonder at all. Because in the end, silence doesn't need to be understood to be respected. It doesn't need to echo. It just needs to hold space for you, your growth, and your peace. So let them wonder, let them scroll, let them sense the shift. But you say nothing, you move on, you elevate. And in that quiet, you'll find something you are chasing in every word. Freedom. Part 11. Never beg for attention. There's a subtle form of self-betrayal we don't always notice. It doesn't look loud or dramatic. It looks like double texting, like over-explaining, like posting something just in case they're watching. It looks like begging for attention. And no matter how much we try to disguise it behind jokes, behind casual check-ins, behind being kind, we know the truth. We're asking to be seen, and that always comes at a cost. The Stoics taught us that true strength lies in self-command, in knowing your worth without asking the world to confirm it. When you chase attention, even subtly, you step away from your center. You turn yourself into a reflection of someone else's approval. And the more you do it, the more uncertain you become about who you are, what you deserve, and how much you're willing to shrink to be acknowledged. Let's be honest. If someone wants to talk to you, they will. If they care, you won't have to remind them. If they see your value, you won't need to wave your arms to get noticed. Attention that has to be begged for is not real respect, and affection that only arrives when you reach out first is not real connection. So, what do? You stop chasing. You stop posting for them. You stop waiting for a reply. You stop hoping that being available enough will make you unforgettable, because it won't. In fact, the more you beg, the more invisible you become. You want to stand out. Be the one who doesn't need to be seen. Be the one who doesn't need to be chosen to feel worthy. That kind of presence, quiet, contained, grounded, is rare, and rarity creates value. I once made the mistake of trying to stay visible in someone's life who had clearly moved on. A friendly text, a thoughtful comment, a subtle online presence, none of it worked. And worse, it made me feel smaller every time I tried. Until one day, I asked myself, what am I really hoping for? The answer wasn't love. It was recognition. And the truth hit hard. If I needed to beg for it, it was already worthless. From that day on, I stopped asking for attention and started rebuilding self-respect, the kind that doesn't require applause, the kind that stands quietly and commands the room without ever needing to raise its voice. So ask yourself now, who are you still trying to impress? Who are you still subtly waiting on? Who are you still handing your emotional energy to, hoping they'll finally look your way? And is it worth it? Because your attention is a gift, your energy is expensive, and your presence is sacred. Treat it that way. The world doesn't need another person begging to be seen. It needs more people who know they are already enough, even in silence, even unseen, even alone. That's who you become now. No more reaching, no more performing, no more hoping. You sit in your stillness. You rise in your self-worth, and you let the people who couldn't see your value watch from a distance they no longer get to cross. Part 12. Be kind, but emotionally distant. When someone hurts you, walks away, or rejects you, you don't need to hate them. You don't need to make a scene. You don't even need to pretend they never mattered. You can still be kind, still nod when you pass them, still offer a calm hello if the moment calls for it. But here's the key. You must remain emotionally distant. Because kindness without boundaries becomes self-betrayal, and emotional access without trust becomes self-harm. The Stoics taught us that how we treat others should reflect our values, not our wounds. So yes, be respectful, Be composed. But do not offer your heart to someone who has already dropped it once. Too many people confuse maturity with vulnerability. They think, if I'm the bigger person, I should open myself up again. But being the bigger person doesn't mean being available. It means being centered. Here's what that looks like in practice. You see them, you smile politely, you speak, if needed, brief, calm, clear. But you don't linger. You don't ask how they've been late at night. You don't slide back into familiarity just because it feels comfortable. You don't share your wins or your wounds with someone who hasn't earned access. Because that emotional door they used to walk through, it's closed now, locked, not out of spite, but out of wisdom. Emotional distance is not coldness. It's clarity. It's recognizing that just because someone is physically near doesn't mean they get to be emotionally close. Your inner world, your thoughts, your feelings, your peace is sacred ground not everyone gets to enter, especially not those who left footprints of carelessness the last time they visited. When you remain kind but distant, you do two powerful things. You show them you are no longer affected by their presence. You show yourself that your self-respect now sits higher than your need to reconnect. And that is growth. Because anyone can cut someone off in anger, but it takes strength to hold your boundaries in stillness without needing to prove anything. This is what it means to heal with dignity. You don't have to erase the past. You don't have to rewrite the story. You simply stop offering the same access to someone who proved they couldn't handle it. This boundary is your protection, not your punishment. So the next time they show up, whether through a message, a coincidence, or just proximity, be kind, be brief, be gone, not to play games, but to preserve your energy. Let them feel the shift. Let them sense the difference between who you were and who you've become. Because now, they're not speaking to the version of you that needed their attention. They're standing before someone who knows their own worth and doesn't hand it out casually anymore. That is kindness with strength. That is compassion with clarity. That is Stoicism in action. Part 13. Never reveal your struggle, your hurt, maybe quietly, maybe deeply. But here's something the Stoics understood better than most. Pain doesn't always need an audience. In a world that encourages oversharing, where vulnerability is often confused with spilling everything to everyone, restraint becomes rare. And yet, restraint is power. You don't need to post your heartbreak. You don't need to tell them how much you miss them. You don't need to craft the perfect message explaining how broken you've been. Because once someone has walked away, once they've shown you they couldn't hold your heart, they don't deserve to know what it cost you. Let them wonder. Let them imagine. Let your silence do what your words never could. Preserve your dignity. Now, this doesn't mean you suppress. It means you protect. You process your struggle, but you do it privately, with trusted friends, in your journal, in the quiet work of healing, in the way you take back your mornings, in the way you lift the weight physically and emotionally without asking anyone to notice. You don't make your suffering a performance, because here's what happens when you reveal your pain to someone who didn't care enough to stay. They pity you, or worse, they feel superior, or worst of all, they feel nothing. And now, your truth, your vulnerability, becomes another space where they hold power. The Stoics taught us to suffer without spectacle, to bleed internally, if we must, but never hand our wounds to someone who might not honor them. Because not everyone deserves front row seats to your comeback. Some people should only hear about it long after it's over, when you're already standing strong, no longer looking back, and no longer speaking their name. So the next time you feel the urge to explain your struggle, to share your sadness, to craft a paragraph you hope will be understood, pause and ask yourself, what do I really want from this? Do you want closure relief, a sense of being seen? Because if they didn't offer that when they had your presence, they won't offer it now that they've left. Let your strength become invisible until it becomes undeniable. Let your growth be felt, not broadcasted. Let your healing happen in silence, and let the results speak louder than any confession ever could. You are not hiding your pain. You're honoring it by giving it the space it needs to breathe without being judged. Because your story is still unfolding, and you don't owe anyone a preview of your becoming. So hold your struggle with steady hands, carry it like something sacred, and remember, you are allowed to hurt, but you are not required to hand that hurt to the one who caused it.